Right, guys, welcome to this morning's live stream here between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. It obviously is only a commentary live stream. No footage will be shown in this video. But again, welcome to each and everybody watching this one. It is the big one because the All Blacks can get one step closer to winning the Rugby Championship in 2022. We now know what is needed for them to win it. They need to win with a bonus point. Maybe, because I don't think South Africa will drop the bonus point today. So, first of all, they need to make sure that they get the bonus point. Secondly, they need to try and get that points difference to as big as possible, because currently I think it's a 13-point deficit between them and the Springboks. The Boks can and should win Argentina by more than 13 points today. So they will need to really have a go at the Wallabies today if they're going to want to do this today. So it is Eden Park, and we know how terribly good the All Blacks can be at Eden Park, and they don't really lose at Eden Park either. So a massive, massive task ahead of the Wallabies today if they're going to upset the All Blacks. But you never know, this is rugby, and anything can happen on a day. I personally don't think it's going to be possible. I think the All Blacks will be too strong for them and get an easy victory at the end of the day. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I also got a poll up on the channel as well. You guys can go and vote there. I'll just bring it up in a second there just to see how it's progressing as well. But let your voice be heard. It is the All Blacks against the Wallabies today, and we're not far away from kickoff. So we've got 5 votes so far, and currently we've got 50% for a Wallabies upset, which is very, very, very strange going into games like this. But I'm thinking it's more the South African fans that really want the Wallabies to win this one today. Francois, well, let's start with a couple of comments first. Reed Nichols says, go All Blacks. Francois Smith says, I got up at 7 a.m. before this game this morning. Then also saying, is it me or as the Aussies excuses that they are not really a rugby playing nation and they don't have the players the other nations have to become more and more common lately? And I said spot on, Francois, because let's be honest, it's not they are not a rugby playing nation. There's probably 5 or 6 sports ahead of rugby union in Australia, but they certainly got the players, and they got a quality bunch of players. And I mean, World Rugby would not award the World Cup to them if they don't think that they're not a rugby playing nation. So, yeah, it's a little bit different that for that matter, but it is what it is. And then also Francois asked, what do you think about the suggestion of Kerwin made to add specific times team get for each set piece penalty and award free kicks as soon as time is wasted? Would that solve the problem or create more issues? I said, rugby is already complicated. I don't think we need more confusion. And then also asking, how would you simplify the game, adopt more rugby league rules? No, I wouldn't say. I would say we're spot on at the moment. There's little rules that probably don't need to be there. One wishes back to 20, 30 years when the game was so simple, but they have to look at player safety as well. And rugby, let's be honest, have not been really safe for players all around. But it's getting harder and it's getting tougher. The guys are getting bigger and stronger, and probably will have to have those rules going into the future as well. And Neville says, good evening. Thank you for covering this game. No problem, and Neville. You've been with the channel for a long time now, and I really appreciate all the support. Byron Knight says, morning, Guru. What does South Africa have to do to win the series? So everything is going to depend on what happens in this game. If the All Blacks don't get a bonus point, South Africa will have to win with a bonus point to secure it. If not, it's going to come down to points difference. The All Blacks currently have an advantage of 13 points already. And give or take what the result of today's game will be will depend on how many points the Boks will have to score against Argentina to win it. So going by history and knowing the All Blacks at Eden Park, I'm expecting them to put 20 points plus over the Wallabies today. So in all fairness, I think the Boks will have to win by more than 30 points today if they're going to have to clinch that title. But it is going to be interesting to see how it's going to pan out. I personally feel that the Boks will show up today, but you just never know. I thought they wouldn't pitch up last week, and they did phenomenally well against the Argentinian side. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how things is going to pan out. Let's quickly go and have a look at the team lineups for today's game. The All Blacks have made a couple of tweaks here and there. Beauden Barrett at fullback. We know what a quality player he can be. Whether it's fullback or fly off, he's a very versatile player and can do damage in either position. So looking forward to see Barrett at fullback, Will Jordan on the right wing. He's had a little bit of a sweet and sour season so far. Really capable player, and looking forward to see what he will do when he gets some ball on that wing and run it. Rico Ioane and Jordie Barrett today in the centre combination. Obviously forced changes there for the All Blacks with Jordie Barrett playing his first ever game at inside centre. He's big and strong, and he's more than capable of taking that ball up. And he also adds an extra dimension with the little grubber kicks or chip kicks in behind today. So Rico Ioane has evolved. This is number 13. I personally still feel that he's a better winger than centre. But let's see how this one pans out today for him as well. Caleb Clark, phenomenal player and a really tough bugger to bring down. And he'll be looking to run a couple of yards today as well. Richie Mo'unga and Aaron Smith at 9 and 10. Mo'unga probably the best fly-off in world rugby at the moment. Rightfully so. He's skillful in every facet of play. He can run it, he can step it, he can kick it, and he's just a phenomenal player. Aaron Smith, the experience that he brings is invaluable to this All Black side. A lot of people have called for him to be replaced, but the quality that this guy brings when he's got a game on form is next to nothing. So, yeah, always looking forward to see what he can bring to the occasion as well. Then forwards-wise, Ardie Savea at number 8. Dalton Papali'i comes in at 7 in the place of Sam Cane. Akira Ioane gets another shot at number 6. One of those players that you feel just haven't really made the step up to international rugby just yet. And Sam Whitelock captaining the side today along with Brodie Retallick, arguably one of the best lock combinations in world rugby at the moment. And then Tyler Lomax, Cody Taylor, and Ethan de Groot will definitely bring more value to that pack of forwards. We've seen how strong these two guys are, the tight end and the loose head prop, along with the experience of Cody Taylor. And then obviously, not mentioning Ardie Savea at the start, he's going to be that guy who's going to bring the ball forward for the All Blacks, get that hard yards, and really set up a chance for this All Black side to win by quite a massive margin today. If you look at the bench of this All Black side, Samisoni Takiao, Ofa Tuangafasi, Nipo Laulala, bringing in that experience of Ofa Tuangafasi and Laulala with the quality of Takiao, one of the standout lickers in world rugby this season so far. And Tupavai, a little bit inexperienced, but a quality player. Hoskins Tutu, probably the guy that's going to take over from Ardie Savea in a couple of years' time, if Cullen Grace doesn't have a say about it. Finley Christie has looked really good so far. Roger Tuivasa Shaq gets a chance off the bench today, and a lot of debate over his change from league to union and why he hasn't been utilized a little bit more. A lot of people said he's an extraordinary player. We haven't seen that from him just yet. So maybe just finding his feet like Sonny Bill Williams did a couple of years back. And then Sevu Reece also on that bench, bringing some experience to this All Black outfit as well. Also, Francois Smith says, I do feel 2 wins for the All Blacks and everyone has forgotten how bad they are lately. I think they got super lucky to win last week. Australia coming out angry, and New Zealand are more afraid to lose. Well, one thing that I know, Francois, with the All Black side, with it back to the wall, is a very dangerous outfit. And we've always seen when they need to show up, they do show up. And it's Eden Park. Come on. They haven't lost at Eden Park for ages now, and they tend to destroy their opposition at this venue. So I think they're going to come out with this mindset that they need to get that bonus point and they need to get a massive victory here today. So if I'm wrong, but I think we're going to see a massive onslaught from the All Blacks today. Sharkbrain says, yes, John, we like dinge, like lekker, Sharkbrain. Great om terug te wees. And looking forward to this game as well. If we're quickly going to have a look at the Wallabies side as the All Blacks make their way onto the field for this game as well, already securing the Bledisloe Cup, obviously. The Wallabies side for today, Andrew Callaway at fullback, a really good player. Can he slot in at fullback? We'll have to wait and see. I presume he's a better winger than a fullback. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try and put him under pressure today. Tom Wright has been in the side for a while. Nothing exceptional from him, but do get the 1 or 2 runs down the line once and again. Lenny Kitoa and Lalakai Foketi was wonderful in a centre combination, and looking forward to see how this centre combination will evolve in the future. Marika Korobeti, say what you want. This guy has been vital for this Wallabies side, whether it's been legal or illegal in the last couple of games. He has been massive for this Wallabies side and has carried them quite a lot throughout a lot of games as well. Bernard Fowley at 10. I would have thought that they would have dropped him all together, but he's been promoted to the starting flyer for today's game. And it's just Dave Reddy showing some confidence in Bernard Fowley and not throwing him for the Wolves today. And then Jake Gordon comes in the place of Nick White as well. Quality 9 there to have. Probably not world class, but a good international player nonetheless. Then if you look at the forwards, Harry Wilson coming back, I think he's got the talent to become one of the best number 8s in world rugby as well. Pete Samu and Rob Valentini going with the big forwards, not so versatile as the matter, but they can definitely carry the ball as much needed then. Kadera Neville and Jed Holloway at 5 and 4. Interesting lock combination given the current situation in Australia. And we do have to remember that the Wallabies do have a lot of injuries as well. And Alan Alatoa at number 3, David Porecki and James Slipper in the front. Formidable front row and not an easy pushover at any stage of the game. If you look at the bench of this Wallabies side, Falau Fainga, Angus Bell, Pony Fomo-Sili, Nick Frost, Fraser McWright, Nick White, Reece Hodge, and Jordan Patea. If you look at this bench, Falau Fainga and Angus Bell can definitely bring a little bit more grunt to the game. Fraser McWright has been a quality player all around this season. Nick White has been controversial to say the least. And then Reece Hodge bringing experience along with Jordan Patea, who will be looking to evolve as a player as well. So a formidable Wallabies side here, but I just don't think not good enough to beat this All Black side today. Shark Brain says, was the stadium ticket sold out? Looks like you're watching from another planet. Yeah, no, I've done away with the stadium background because you only can find these days the empty seats. And I don't know if there's a copyright if I include some faces in the background, Shark Brain. So going with a more studio-like background. And Neville says, a very classy background going on. And then Francois Smith says, Guru in his spaceship. So, yeah, it is what it is, guys. So, yeah, let's see. The national anthems have been sung at the moment. So, obviously, we've still got the haka to come. And then it's game time here at Eden Park, expecting the All Blacks to really have a go at this Wallabies side. I don't think the Wallabies are confident enough to pull this one off, but you just never know. The polls are getting up 24 votes so far. The All Blacks by 1 to 10 with 8%, 11 to 20, 25%, and then 21 to 30 with 12%, and then 54% for a Wallaby upset today. So we'll have to wait and see how this one pans out. I'm going more to the 21 to 30, where the 12% are currently at. But let me know in the poll what you guys think, and also in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen here today. It is going to be a massive game. One more time through the All Black lineup: Odin Barrett, Will Jordan, Rico Ioane, Geordie Barrett, Caleb Clark, Richie Mohanga, and Aaron Smith. Then Artie Sevilla, Dalton Papali, Ioane, Sam Whitelock, Brody Retallick, Tyrell Lomax, Cody Taylor, Ethan de Groot. Then on the bench, Samisoni Takia, Ofa Tuangafasi, Nipo Lalala, Tupavai, Hoskins Satutu, Finley Christie, Roger Tuavasa Shek, and Sevu Rees. For the Wallabies, Andrew Callaway, Tom Wright, Lenny Kitoa, Lalakai Foketi, Marika Korobeti, Bernard Fowley, Jake Gordon, and then forwards, Harry Wilson, Pete Samu, Rob Valentini, Kadera Neville, Jed Holloway, Alan Alatoa, David Porecki, and James Slipper. And on the bench, Falau Fainga, Angus Bell, Pony Fomo-Moasili, Nick Frost, Fraser McWright, Nick White, Reece Hodge, and Jordan Patea. The All Blacks now getting ready for the haka. And Neville says 42-21 for the All Blacks. So 21-point difference there, which would mean South Africa will have to outscore the Argentinians by 35 points if that is going to be the case today, and Neville. So as a South African supporter, I'm hoping for a very close, hard-fought game where the Wallabies will push the All Blacks to the limits. And if the All Blacks do have to win by only the 4 points today. So unless that happens, the South African team, or the Springboks as we know them, will have their work cut out later on at Kings Park in Durban. But yeah, this All Black side is looking hungry and out there to prove their critics wrong. And the venue here is Eden Park, and it's not going to be an easy venue for this Wallaby side as they challenge this haka. There's been lots of talks about disrespecting the haka during the week, but it's just a way of trying to neutralize that little bit of advantage that the All Blacks do tend to get over the haka. So it's one way to try and neutralize this. We'll have to wait and see if they got what it takes to actually do it on the pitch today, as the All Blacks have now finished the haka and we are ready. And yeah, it's going to be a big one. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But all the money on me for the All Blacks to absolutely crush the Wallabies here today. Hope I'm wrong, but we'll wait and see. Massive, massive game for the All Blacks and the Springboks here today. Fonny Kitching says rugby is played with an oval ball. Bounce of the ball might change the game. Either run away for the All Blacks or we're in for a surprise. I'm with you on this one, Fonny. I think it's either going to be a runaway game for the All Blacks or the Wallabies will just come out and surprise us. And then Alfie Fisher says, at Whitney, the All Blacks play a bonus point. So hoping for the All Blacks not to get that bonus point is Alfie here. So the match official, Andrew Brace from Ireland. And one of the better referees out there. Let's hope they don't spoil this one like they did last week. We've had a lot of controversial calls over the last season or two from the referees. The Wallabies haven't beaten the All Blacks at Eden Park since 1986, a stretch of 22 tests. So good luck to the Wallabies today. Right, so it does look like it's going to be the Wallabies to kick this game off from right to left. And we should be in for a massive game. Sharpbrain says, I think Australia will win today. That's just my opinion. Bernard Fowley with the kickoff to this game. And we're in for a massive test, this one. It's been taken in by the All Blacks about 10 meters out from their own try line as they run this up through the forwards. Now Aaron Smith, Caleb Clark back to Burden Barrett, who puts it on the boot and straight down the middle of the field here as it's Bernard Fowley who takes this one up, gets it out to America Corabetti, up to the All Blacks 10-meter line, held up in the tackle though, and now they have to release it. It's Jake Gordon gets it out to Rob Valentini. Still just up over halfway now, Jake Gordon. Out it comes to Kadera Neville. Oh, it's a beautiful break from Kadera Neville up to Jet Holloway up over the 22-meter line for the Wallabies. 15 meters out from the try line as the Wallabies now gets it back. Here they come again. It's Alalatoa just inside the 22 here of the All Blacks. Jake Gordon again gets it out to Pete Samu. Good defense there from Brody Retallick, stopping them in the tracks. Now they go wide again. It's a breakout here from Miki Toa. But the referee has penalized the Wallabies there for going off their feet at the ruck. So great break from Jet Holloway and then gives away the penalty inside the 22 of the All Blacks. A minute and a half gone in this game. All Blacks with the penalty right on their own 22-meter line in the middle of the field. Richie Mohanga then to kick this one downfield for the All Blacks. A brave start here from the Wallabies, but discipline letting them down early on. That kick from Richie Mohanga is going to find touch right on halfway. So line out to the All Blacks as the Wallabies start like a house on fire, but discipline letting them down. Yeah, Ikitoa would have been into a nice little gap there. So the penalty is against Jet Holloway for taking the player out at the ruck. So discipline needs to be vital here from the Wallabies. They are going to go upstairs here, and this is not looking good for the Wallabies, as there might have been a spear tackle on Dalton Papali'i there. Definitely not what the Wallabies would have wanted early on in this game. So he's lifted over the horizontal, and he falls kind of on his shoulder, leaning towards his head. So this could potentially be a yellow card to Holloway early on here. Let's just see the fall here. So, Dalton Papali'i fell with his head first on one of the Wallaby players. Probably not as bad as it looks, but this could even be a red card coming up for the Wallabies early on in this game. And definitely not what they would have wanted. I would say give or take yellow card here, but you just never know with the rules today. It could be a red card straight away. Barry says, so if New Zealand win with 4 points, well, we need to get the bonus point win. And then morning, Guru, hope you're good. Where have you been the last week? Can't wait for the Springboks. So load shedding has buggered me up quite tremendously. Sucky network has been down. I got the generator, but the network was just terrible the last couple of weeks here. So we're actually lucky to be here today. So it seems, it's going to be only a yellow card then. And Jed Holloway gets the yellow card. It could have been worse here, but at least common sense have prevailed here. And we only got a yellow card for that. So 2 minutes gone in this one. And the All Blacks now with the line out on halfway. It is taken in by the All Blacks now and making some headway through a driving maul. Pushed back a little. Now Ethan de Groot gets it out. Dalton Papali'i is going to set this up for the All Blacks roundabout on their own 10-meter line. Still coming is the All Blacks now, right in the middle of the field, just up over their own 10-meter line. Aaron Smith gets it out to Will Jordan with a sloppy pass, kicked ahead by David Porecki, but it is going to be collected by Jordie Barrett now. He's going to run it up for the All Blacks, just up over their own 22-meter line in the middle of the field. And the referee is going to come back for a penalty, though, to the All Blacks on the 10-meter, well, a little knock-on from the Wallabies on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. About 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline of the All Blacks. Shark Brain says Australia plays better with 14 players. And then Francia says low level of danger. The reason the guy tips is because he keeps holding on. So he tips himself over the... Right, so scrum down to the All Blacks then on their own 10-meter line, 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline here. 3.5 minutes gone in this clash. Wallabies starting with a house on fire, but it's the All Blacks who have now got possession inside their own half. Yellow cards, 8 to Australia throughout this tournament. South Africa in second with 6 yellow cards. So discipline's so vital in this competition as well. Scrum down to the All Blacks. Aaron Smith to feed this one, but the referee breaks it up, and we are going to have a reset scrum then. Sharkbrain says Jordie Barrett at centre is the most bizarre selection I've ever seen. Oh, it does make sense in a way because he is big and strong, and he can straighten the line very well for the All Blacks. And then he also adds that little bit of extra with the kicking game that he does present to the All Blacks as well, with the little grubbers and kicking behind. So he plays a very similar role to what Aaron Major did for them a long time ago, except he is a little bit bigger and stronger. Right, Aaron Smith to feed this one in, and a big scrum here from the All Blacks early on. Can get the penalty advantage from this. They do get it. Now Sevilla off the back gets it out to Aaron Smith again. Sevilla breaks the line. The pass back inside to Cody Taylor up over the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Slow ball coming, poor pass from him though. Richie Mohanga collects now. Jordie Barrett with a long cut-off pass now. Bowden Barrett on halfway. Breaks the first 2 defenders up over the 10-meter line and still going. Little chip kick over the top. And here comes the chase from the All Blacks, but it's Koropetti who saves today for the Wallabies. And we should have a line out here, 5 meters up from the Wallaby try line. All Blacks ball. And what danger this All Black side poses on the counter-attack. Brilliant stuff there. What a beautiful pass from Jordie Barrett to Bowden. And what a step from Bowden to beat 2 free defenders. And then that little chip kick over the top. Caleb Clark chasing down, but Karapetti just in the nick of time to get there and save the day for the Wallabies. So line out to the All Blacks, 5 meters out. Or in fact, no, it is going to be a scrum down, I think. Yeah, scrum down to the All Blacks now. Karapetti has taken it over the dead ball line. So scrum down to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from the Wallaby try line, 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. Massive chance here for the All Blacks. They've lost they've lost 4 scrums this season as the All Blacks. But you must say, playing against the box, it is difficult sometimes. 6 minutes gone in this game. Scrum down to the All Blacks. Karapetti, the usual suspect on the fence, is Shark Brain. Feed by Aaron Smith and another massive scrum. Penalty advantage for the All Blacks now. Aaron Smith off the back. Throws a little dummy, tries to go himself. 3 meters out. Pick up and go from Ari Sevilla. He's over the try line. Was he held up? No, it comes back. And the referee's going to blow on his whistle. Held up over the try line. And we're coming back for a penalty to the All Blacks. 5 meters out from the try line. Decision time now for the All Blacks. They must go for another scrum here. They've dominated the opening 2 scrums of this game, winning penalties on both occasions so far. So the obvious choice would be to go for another scrum down. All Blacks looking really good here after just 7 minutes of play. Don't think the Wallabies will be able to keep them out. So they have opted to go for another scrum down here is the All Blacks. Wallabies scrum under massive pressure early on in this game. 4.5 minutes left on that yellow card for the Wallabies as well. 2 penalties conceded in the game, both from scrum. Well, actually, I think it's 3 penalties, but according to them, it's only 2. Sharkbrain says All Blacks not taking 3 points again. This is a bad decision. No, they need the bonus point, Sharkbrain. Right, here's another massive scrum from the All Blacks, but it pops out the back into the hands of Caleb Clark this time. Loose ball again and taken by the Wallabies. But the referee has blown on his whistle again. And I think there might have been a little knock-on from the Wallabies. So scrum down to the All Blacks, about 10 meters out from the try line this time. Well, the ball popped out of the back from Ari Sevilla. Then Caleb Clark managed to set it up. Then another loose ball. And he ripped that ball from Caleb Clark's hands. So that's what the knock-on is for. But in another day, it would have just been played on. A bit of confusion around that rule as well. Whether the ball gets ripped, is it a knock-on or what the case? But this time going the way of the All Blacks, and they do get another scrum. This time about 10 meters out, a little bit more to infield, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline here for the All Blacks. Aaron Smith to feed the scrum again. All Blacks have dominated each scrum so far. Remember, they're 1 man over them. And another big scrum. They have to use it this time. Another knock-on from, in fact, this time it's going to be a penalty against Jake Gordon, slapping the ball out of the hands of Ari Sevilla there. So another penalty then to the All Blacks. And the referee now going to have a talk to the Wallabies. Just telling them to up their discipline here. And it seems like the All Blacks are now going to go and kick this one for touch. Well, they're still on the attack, Sharkbrain. So 5 meters out now, line out to the All Blacks. Can they get that driving more going? Still 2.5 minutes left on that yellow card here. You're probably right, Sharkbrain. You first need to win the game and then get the bonus points. But the All Blacks are trying to really run rampant early on. Ari Sevilla now with possession. Penalty to the Wallabies here. Coming in from the side. And I think Sharkbrain's got one over me now. 10 minutes gone, and it's a penalty to the Wallabies. Players leaving their feet, And a massive penalty for the Wallabies, surviving that All Black onslaught. First win the game and then go for the bonus points, I guess. Vernon Fowley now with the kick downfield, and that's going to find touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the Wallabies. Well, the All Blacks slipping up their opportunity to get the first try of the game, and they've blown it. Now it's a throw-in coming now for the Wallabies. Porecki with the throw-in to this lineup. To Pete Samu at the front, and now here comes the driving maul from the Wallabies now. A good driving maul as well. 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline, roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Wallabies now. Jake Gordon is waiting for it, and he goes to the box kick over the top, and here comes the chase now from Tom Wright, but it's picked beautifully in the air by Caleb Clark, just inside his own half. Aaron Smith now, Richie Mo'unga. Here's a counter-attack opportunity. It's Geordie Barrett now. Oh, Will Jordan straightening the line up over the halfway line. Quick ball now, Aaron Smith back to Brody Retallick. Good double tackle on him up to the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Now Richie Mo'unga. Oh, he's brought down by Porecki. The ball is spills out loose. Pete Samu picks it up just up over halfway now for the Wallabies. And a penalty to the Wallabies as well, not rolling away by the All Blacks. And this one is kickable between the 10 and the halfway line, right in the middle of the field. Dalton Papali penalised there for not rolling away. So Vernon Fowley opting not to go for goal here. The Wallabies are going to kick this to the corner. Sharkbrand says 8 minutes in Wallabies territory and not a single point for the All Blacks. Massive confidence boost for the Wallabies. True. So line out's going to take place about 15 meters out from the All Blacks try line, as also coming back on the field here is Jed Holloway. 12 minutes gone in this game. Francois Smith says, starting to see the All Blacks we know and love. So round about 10 meters out from the try line here. The Wallaby strike rate is around 33% from a line out inside the 22. The line out a little bit wobbly, but the Wallabies have secured it. And now 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line, here's a chance for the Wallabies. Pick up from Porecki. Porecki makes it up. Now Pete Samu pick up and go 5 meters out from the try line is the Wallabies now. Another pick up and go from Alalatoa. Now just 3 meters out from the try line. Moving towards the goal post now as it is taken up by Kadera Neville. A little bit too high there. Now they go out. It's Bernard Fowley straightening it up for them. Still 5 meters out. Porecki with a pick up and go again. Still about 2 or 3 meters out from the try line. But I think the All Blacks have got this. Yes, they got the penalty. Holding on there. And quick tap from Cody Taylor. Now Rika Ioane. He's going to take on the defense. And up to the 22 he goes. Taking a couple of defenders with him. Now Aaron Smith with a box kick over the top. Looking for a bit of space in behind. Going back for it is Tom Wright now on his own 22-meter line. Gets the pass out to Corabetti. Corabetti now is going to counter-attack. Goes with a little chip kick over the top and into space. The bounce of the ball is kind. Goes for another kick downfield. Here's the chase from the Wallabies. And inside the All Blacks 22 now. Will Jordan 5 meters out from his own try line. Brought down by Ikitoa. Wallabies on the counter-attack again now. The All Blacks having possession now. 5 meters from their own try line. Bowden Barrett is going to hoof this downfield and finding touch roundabout on the 5 meters inside his own 22. Great counter-attack play from both sides. They're looking to run this game. Wow. Brilliant stuff here from both sides. The All Blacks with a great counter-attack from inside their own 22 from the penalty. And then Corabetti from his own 22 causing a bit of help. Great stuff. Great game so far. 14 and a half minutes gone. Geordie Barrett might have gotten a knock there, but here they come, the Wallabies now. Harry Wilson right on the 22-meter line. Jake Gordon waiting for it. Now gets it out. Rob Valentini. Another good try from him. That ball is not out. Jake Gordon gets it out eventually now on Alatoa. Sets it up nicely. Jake Gordon again. Now gets it out to Galloway. Rapeti running straight. About 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line now. It's again taken up by Valentini. Gordon again. Now it's Jed Holloway, Ikitoa, Harry Wilson straightening up. It's a beautiful line break here. Beautiful pop pass. And it's try time to the Wallabies. No, it's not. It's a knock on, says the referee. So I thought it was a pop pass from Harry Wilson, but in fact it was a little knock on. It would have been try to Foketi had he got that. Oh, yeah, it's just a little knock on. 5 meters out from the try line. Bad luck, Wallabies. 16 minutes played. And both teams are looking really, really good at the moment. Francois Smith says that's rugby. 16 minutes gone in this one. Scrum down to the All Blacks about 10 meters out from their own try line to the middle of the field. What a game we've had so far. 16 minutes, no score, but the attack has been brilliant from both sides. 52% possession for the Wallabies, 71% territory, and 2 minutes inside the opposition 22. Shark Brand says Wallabies are still looking better than the All Blacks. Now comes out the back. It's Geordie Barrett with the kick downfield. And he's going to find touch round about between the 10 and the halfway line inside All Blacks territory. 5 tries and 11 Bledisloe Cup appearances for Geordie Barrett as well. Looking good as both sides on the attack. Defensively, also really sound at the moment. Great game. 95 votes on the poll, with 43% saying we're going to see a Wallaby upset, with the second best being the All Blacks by 11 to 20 points. Don't forget to go and vote in the poll as well, guys. So we do have a stoppage in play here. Let's just stop the clock there for a bit and rewind it. So we've had 16:52 then. The clock has stopped there. But what a game we've had so far. 4 turnovers conceded by the Wallabies, 3 handling errors, and 4 penalties conceded, but the score's still 0-0 at the moment. Right, time is back on, so let's get ready for this. Throw in by David Porecki now. Finds Kadera Neville now off the backbeat. Samu gets it out. Jake Gordon, Rob Valentini is going to straighten things up for them. Jake Gordon again now. Back it comes to Foketi. Foketi's going to straighten it up to the 10-meter line. Jake Gordon again. Harry Wilson running straight. But great defense from the All Blacks, pushing them back. Now Gordon again. Comes back Alalatoa. Alalatoa back to Jake Gordon. Now Bernard Fowley with a little grubber kicking behind. And it's going to find touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22 of the All Blacks. Yeah, they are back to 15 men now, Francois. So Peter Simmons says, Spock, Australian commentator, getting excited for nothing. Well, it was a moment of sheer class there from the Wallabies, I must say. But it's all level at the moment. 18 minutes gone. No score just yet. All Blacks line out here, 5 meters outside of their own 22. Taken by Brody Retallick. Now Aaron Smith picks that one up beautifully. Geordie Barrett straightening the line for them. Just up over the 22 now. Aaron Smith out to Akira Ioane. Again, setting it up nicely. Penalty to the All Blacks. They're not rolling away from the Wallabies. And that is disappointing from them. So penalty to the All Blacks then. Jake Gordon not running away or rolling away there as Richie Mohanga now kicks this downfield. And he's going to find touch round about between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Great kick from him. Putting the pressure on the Wallabies now. Wallabies will take this one and make history. Bitter end of the Rugby Championship for the All Blacks. Another unwanted record for Foster. Right, so Cody Taylor now with the throw in. The All Blacks got an 88% accuracy. That one has been stolen as Porecki now has got it. Gets it out to a wobbly little pass. And it was a knock-on from Foketi. Yes, there was. So the All Blacks now have possession. It's taken up by Tyrell Lomax on the 22-meter line. Can't afford this mistakes now. Brodie Retallick, he's going to straighten it up for them. Up over the 22 they go. 15 meters out. Now it's a Bowden Barrett, a little grubber kick, but beautifully collected. Well, somehow comes back to the All Black side. Brodie Retallick again now. Inside the 22 of the Wallabies. Aaron Smith, Tyrell Lomax. Takes 2 or 3 defenders with him to 10 meters out. Now it's Ardie Sevilla. Offside by the Wallabies. Penalty advantage coming for the All Blacks. And Andrew Brace blows on his whistle and he could be going to his pocket again. Time is off. 20 minutes played in this one. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. Telling James Slipper, too many penalties. 6 conceded already by the Wallabies. And now it's time that they really work on their discipline. Can't afford to give away silly little penalties and get more yellow cards. 20 minutes gone, no score just yet. But a penalty now to the All Blacks. And a chance to get some points on the board. They have opted to go for goal now. So still I think the Wallabies with some advantage here after the All Blacks have not scored any points from their previous visits. But what a run from Tyrell Lomax, taking 3 numbers there on his way to the 10-meter line. So the All Blacks now with a chance to get into the lead for the first time in this game. Richie Mo'unga will do the duties here. It's an easy kick, 15 meters out from the goalpost, run about 20 meters from the left-hand touchline. An easy kick coming up for Richie Mo'unga. We've seen Bowden Barrett miss a couple of those before, but I don't think Richie will miss it. 21 minutes gone in this game. And the All Blacks to try and get the first points of this game. Should be a gimme for Richie Mo'unga. Yeah, Alfie Fisser says if it's going to continue like this, it will be a nail-biting game. And that is going to be 3 points to 0 now to the All Blacks. So finally onto the board they go. And after 21 minutes of play, it's been a really, really good game so far. Discipline can cost the Wallabies this game if they're not careful. Right, so Bernard Fowley to restart this game then for us from the halfway line. We've had the first quarter of this game, and it's been really good. Pataya is on for Foketi. So injury-forced replacement then for the Wallabies. Geordie Barrett takes that restart, but a great counter ruck here from the Wallabies. But it's going to be another penalty against Pete Samu this time, playing the ball on the ground. So James Slipper not happy with Andrew Brace there, but maybe the right call there. As Pete Samu gets penalised there, right on the 22-meter line. All the hard work. Can't give the All Blacks the hard or the easy yards in this game. The Wallabies have also conceded the most penalties, 77 in this competition so far. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call against the Wallabies there, but either way, line out on the halfway line, taken by Ardie Sevilla. Now Aaron Smith, flat pass to Richie Mo'unga, gets the pop pass to Geordie Barrett, to Will Jordan, up to the 10-meter line of the Wallabies now. Here they come through. Brodie Retallick sets it up nicely, just up over the 10 in the middle of the field. Now Richie Mo'unga, Bowden Barrett, flat pass to Rico Uwari, breaks the first line of defense here, almost up to the 22-meter line they go. Now it's again Tyrell Lomax setting it up on the 22-meter line, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Richie Mo'unga comes back to Dalton Papali'i. Good defense there from James Slipper. Aaron Smith again, Richie Mo'unga Gets the pass, Bowden Barrett. Will Jordan on a loop around. The space opening up for him. He's going to go all the way. Try time, Will Jordan. And the sheer breakout there from the All Blacks gets them the first try of this game. Beautiful and really poor defense there from the Wallabies. 8 points to 0, the All Blacks lead here. And is the fourth All Black to score a try in 4 consecutive games against Australia is Will Jordan today. Great stuff. Poor defense from the Wallabies. Giving too much space for Rieko Ioane. And then on that loop around, there was no chance for Patea to catch up to Will Jordan's pace there. So that's the first try of 3 that they need, keeping the Wallabies scoreless. That is. Peter Simmons and Neville happy with that result. 8 points to 0, the All Blacks lead. Right, so the conversion to come from Richie Mo'unga now. We've had 24 minutes in this game. Just adapt that board real quickly. There we go. So the conversion is good as well. So the All Blacks up to 10 points to 0 here after 24 minutes of play. Greg Challis says, enjoying your commentary, concerned by the ref's influence on the flow of the game. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, so far, like I said, that penalty could have gone either way. It worked for the All Blacks, and they've scored from it, basically. So, yeah, 10 points to 0 after 24 minutes. Great game so far. Quality. So, Bernard Fowley to get us back underway with a high hanging kick just short of the 22, taken again by Jordie Barrett, this time driven over his own 22. And great counteract from the Wallabies, but the All Blacks secured Ethan the Crew to burst his way up over the 22-meter line. Now Aaron Smith gets it back to Richie Mo'unga, who kicks it straight down the middle of the field now. A chance here now for Bernard Fowley, runs it up to the halfway line. Now gets the pass out to Tom Wright. Looked a little dodgy forward there. And a penalty to the Wallabies, though, as the All Blacks not rolling away there. Quick tap from Tom Wright. Takes it quickly now with a little grabber kick. Was he taken out there? No, it's not. Jordie Barrett has got it down. Gets it out to Richie Mo'unga inside the 22. They're going to run this. Now it's Rieko Ioane into the gap. He goes beautifully up to halfway. Over halfway, still going. Now brought down by Patea this time. Just between the 22 and the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Rody Retallick. Penalty advantage to the All Blacks now. Jordie Barrett straightening it up. Gets the pass out to Richie Mo'unga. But the Wallabies have turned that over. We're coming back for a penalty. Silly stuff from Tom Wright to go for the tap and go there. And here comes the yellow card to the Wallabies as well now. Well, discipline. Tom Wright, why did you go for the quick tap? It would have been 3 points on offer there, right in front. So we'll just see who's going to get the yellow card. The referee has got the yellow card in his hand. And I'm assuming that one of them will get it. Let's just stop the clock right there, as we've got an injury break to one of the players as well. So silly stuff there from Tom Wright to go for the little grubber kick after he took the quick tap. And then the All Blacks counter-attack through Rieko Ioane. Beautiful breakout. Probably should have passed that ball to Will Jordan and he would have been gone again. Tried to go on his own. Good tackle from Ikitoa. And in the process, the All Black or the Wallabies went offside and now could get a yellow card for that as well on a 22-meter line. So disappointing end to a great attack from them. So they've gone upstairs here to have a look at something here as Andrew Brace. So don't know if he was taken out late, maybe Tom Wright in that little grubber kick. But I would have said no. It was a 50-50 one there. And they're probably now looking to see who infringed to get the yellow card now. So 26 minutes played and the All Blacks leading by 10 points to 0. So let's have a look here. Oh, they're looking for foul play again. grass cutter tackle from James Slipper. Nothing in it, really, to be honest. I know it's illegal to do a grass cutter tackle, but no harm, no foul, I guess. Yeah, nothing in that, really. And went in without the arms, shoulder charge to the legs of Lunatic. At worst, maybe a yellow card. But I would go with just a simple penalty for that matter. It's the way he fell. Potential offside as well there. Just having a look there to see. So it's going to be the penalty to the All Blacks, but luckily no yellow card. So sanity has prevailed there. So it's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks, and they are going to have a shot at goal here. No, in fact, they're going for touch here. So the All Blacks looking to set it up. 8 penalties to 3 so far in this game. And about 10 meters out from the Wallaby try line now, the All Blacks on the attack. They want the bonus point here. All Blacks red zone lineouts, 29% strike rate, 17 throws, won 5 tries from it. Not a great strike rate from the All Blacks. Cody Taylor now to throw this one in for the All Blacks. Taken by Sam Whitelock, and here comes the driving more from the All Blacks. This is looking good for them, driving it up to 5 meters out. Now it's collapsed. Penalty try coming up here. It's 17 points to 0. Penalty try to the All Blacks. And a yellow card coming for them. Wow, that's just silly. You now give away a penalty try, and you can see the yellow card as well. Well, and it's going to be Dave Porecki who gets the marching orders there. So 17 points to 0 it is. And 2 tries already to the All Blacks. And a massive margin. If this stays the score, the Boks will have to win by 30 points plus against the Pumas tonight. I said it before, I thought the All Blacks were going to be too strong for the Wallabies, and it seems to be the case now. 17 points to 0, 28 minutes gone in this one. Dolly says, Rugby Guru, like your new studio, very top. Thanks, Dolly. Right, here's the restart. Mohanga with the kick downfield straight into the hands of Callaway. Now to Bernard Fowley, who's going to run it up to the halfway line. Now kicks it, looking for the 50-22. The bounce of the ball is kind for Bowden Barrett, who sends it downfield as well. And that ball is going to roll. Nobody at the back here for the Wallabies. Luckily, Callaway has managed to secure that and kick it away again. And that one's not going to find touch into the hands of Will Jordan now. Will Jordan runs it up to the halfway line. Looking to break the line of defense here. Brought down on the halfway line, but it's going to be a penalty against the All Blacks. Obstruction from them. And a penalty to the Wallabies, 5 meters inside the half of the All Blacks. Well, they will have to strike back. They have to kick this to the corner, set up a line out and score from here if they want any chance to win this game or even come back into this game. So Bernard Fowley now with a kick downfield and definitely not wasting time this time round. So 15 meters out from the All Blacks try line, about 5 meters inside the 22. They will set this line up and we'll see whether they can get over with a try of their own. Wallabies will come back, says Enter His Glory. Alfie says this game is not going to be as exciting as the start, with the All Blacks now leading by 17 points to 0. Pete Samu with a throw in. He goes short, and here he goes, 5 meters out from the try line. Just 3 meters out. Now's the Wallabies. What a move this was. A very sneaky little move from them. Harry Wilson with his hands on the ball gets it out to Valentini. Tries to spin out of the tackle 2 meters out from the try line. Just a meter short now's the Wallabies. Penalty advantage coming now. It's Holloway and Corabetti over for the try in the corner. So they are going to go upstairs here to have a look. there might have been, they're going to have a look if there was a foot in touch or anything in touch there. It did almost look like Corabetti misjudged it there. But they are going to go upstairs to have a look here. Let's hope it is a try for the Wallabies. Right, so Andrew Brace going upstairs. Ben Whitehouse, the TMO, will have to decide this one. We haven't seen any footage just yet. 17 points to 0 currently with a try pending for the Wallabies. Foot in touch, no try. Foot in touch, no try. Corabetti misjudged that one a little bit. So penalty to the Wallabies then instead here, as Corabetti's foot was in touch. So time back on then, and the Wallabies now with a decision to make. Go for the corner and attack again. Peter Simmons says, sorry, Guru. No problem, Peter. Wallabies denying themselves 2 tries in this game, one could say. They are going to go for a tap and go here. Valentini to charge forward, 3 meters out from the try line now, moving towards the middle of the field. Great counter ruck here from the All Blacks, but it's Pete Samu again going for the drive, just a meter short again. Now it's Harry Wilson, and I think he might be over. No, the ball spills back again for the Wallabies. And this time, the referee says it's held up, so we might have a goal line dropout here coming. Let's wait and see. It looked like Harry Wilson was over the first time, but the ball bounced back, and it is going to be a goal line dropout. So another wasted opportunity for the Wallabies then, with 9 minutes to go in the first half. The kick downfield from Richie Mahanga into the hands of Callaway. Now gets it out to Harry Wilson, who's going to barge his forward, down, running into a brick wall on the 10-meter line there. Now it's Jake Gordon deciding which way to go. Alatoa gets the pass back inside to Valentini, just up over the 10-meter line. Now it's taken up by Holloway again. He's driven back in a tackle now. Gordon comes back now for Ketty. For Ikitoa. Now Gordon again gets the flat pass from Holloway to Harry Wilson again. They need support. It's been turned over by the All Blacks, but penalty to the Wallabies there. And now they're going to have a talk to the All Blacks captain as well. Time is off. So they have now conceded 6 penalties to the 8 of the Wallabies. And we'll have to wait and see if the Wallabies can get any points to show in this first half. They're their own worst enemy at the moment. Some really good defense from the All Blacks, though. Harry Wilson running into a brick wall there, coming at pace, and then wasn't able to get over that advantage line. So the Wallabies now kick it to the corner, 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Here's another opportunity for the Wallabies. Brilliant tackle, Ethan de Groot and Adi Sevilla. They're just showing that replay now. Double tackle on Harry Wilson. So 5 meters out now. The Wallabies with one last chance here, I would say, to get back into this game. 7.5 minutes to go. Pete Samu again with the throw and fights Harry Wilson at the front. Now they form the driving maul here, and he's done exceptionally well. Now, that ball is not going to go anywhere. Jake Gordon will have to get this one out. This is looking dangerously close to being held up. But here comes the Wallabies now through Ikitoa. Was that ball ripped by the All Blacks now? Still comes back 10 meters out from the try line. Valentini sets it up right in the middle of the field here. All Blacks disrupting at every breakdown. Comes back now to Holloway again. Still 10 meters out from the try line. Jake Gordon gets it out to Patea, who knocks it backwards, says the referee. But the All Blacks have secured that ball. Penalty to the Wallabies again. Oh, why not maybe just take the 3 points here? It's right in front. There's still 3 minutes or 4 minutes left on that yellow card. So They need to get something out of this. They're just not getting over for the try here as the Wallabies. So last warning now to the All Blacks then. And Aaron Smith lucky not to get a yellow or team yellow card there. So it's right in front. What will the Wallabies do? Will they have a shot at goal here or go again? So they are going to tap and go once more now. Valentini a little bit high up into that tackle, but they get it out now. Here comes Harry Wilson again. Still about 7 meters out now. Comes out to Bernard Fowley. Pushed back in the tackle again. Jake Gordon to Harry Wilson. Puts his head down. Still about 7 meters out. Right in the middle of the field now. On a loop around. Great hands. That pass out the back door. Not good to Korapeti though. And the ball now turned over by the All Blacks here. They're going to try and have a run here from their own try line as Brody Retallick now gets the pass out to Tyrell Lomax. Rico Ioane. Long cut-out pass now to Bowden Barrett, who finally decides to kick it downfield. Nobody at the back here for the Wallabies. That ball is going to bounce over the 22-meter line. Now it's Pateo who picks it up eventually for the Wallabies. Needs some support here. Counter ruck coming from the All Blacks. That ball is going to go the way of the Wallabies. Just on the 22-meter line here inside Wallabies territory. Waiting for that ball now is Jake Gordon, and all the opportunities in the world has gone for against the Wallabies here in his first half. Jake Gordon, slips when he goes to the box kick over the top, and that is going to find, luckily, touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. As he kicked out, he slipped and was really lucky to get the kick away in the end. But it's going to be All Black line out. Right on the 10-meter line here. And Cody Taylor with a throw into this line out. 17 points to 0 with 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. Cody Taylor to throw this one in. It's going to be, what? Is that going to be a free kick now to the Wallabies? So time wasting from the All Blacks. And it's going to be a free kick to the Wallabies. One back at you. Not a game decider, though. But time wasting from the All Blacks. Now Bernard Fowley with the ball in his hands. And going high up into the air for the up and under. The chase coming from Tom Wright. Now taken by Caleb Clark. Just outside his own 22 now. Harry Wilson with the tackle. And securing that ball and offside unfortunately, by Harry Wilson. But it's Cody Taylor who breaks away here up to the halfway line, gets the pass out to Geordie Barrett up to the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Richie Mohanga, Ethan de Groot, gets it out to Bowden Barrett. Inside pass to Will Jordan who breaks out. Here comes the All Blacks again. It's Aaron Smith now, just 10 meters out from the try line, brought down. Pick up and go from Marty Severe. Brody Retallick now, driven back in the tackle though. 10 meters out from the Wallaby try line. It's Akira Ioane who pick up and go now. 5 meters out. But a penalty to the Wallabies again. Holding on by Akira Ioane. Great work by Pete Samu to win that ball on the ground. Well, we've got everything happening in this game. Some super defense from the All Blacks. And now again, super defense from the Wallabies as we have to stop the clock for an injury again. But what a breakout from Cody Taylor. Got the pass out to Geordie Barrett. And then Bowden Barrett with the inside pass to Will Jordan into space. Put Aaron Smith into space as well. But a great cover tackle from Jake Gordon. And then the pick up and go from Akira Ioane with Pete Samu quickly up over that ball, winning the penalty. Yeah, they are diving over as well, Francois, but the Wallabies also guilty of doing the same here. Right, so 3 minutes to go in this first half. It's 17-0. The All Blacks lead 2 tries to none and a penalty to go with it. But currently an injury break to Alan Alatoa, who doesn't look like, is he going to continue this game? So he's back up on his feet, so he will continue. It will be a penalty to the Wallabies 5 meters out from their own try line. So time is back on now. And the Wallabies kick that ball into touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. Boreki also now back onto the field. So the Wallabies now back to 15 men. Already had 2 yellow cards in this first half is the Wallabies, Jet Holloway and also Dave Boreki getting the yellow cards in the first half. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Will we see something special from the Wallabies? Driving ball set up by the Wallabies now, but not getting any ground with this driving ball, though. It will have to come out. Jake Gordon waiting for it at the back now. He's going to go with the box kick over the top. Not a great kick from him up to the halfway line. Beautifully grabbed in the air by Caleb Clark now. Sets it up on the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Here comes the All Blacks again. Akira Ioane sets it up now. Aaron Smith, Richie Mohanga. It's Bowden Barrett switches in with Geordie Barrett up to the 10-meter line again. Right in the middle of the field, Aaron Smith now. Sam Whitelock, Richie Mohanga, past Dalton Papali. It's been intercepted by Galloway. Can he go all the way? Puts it a little kick in. Was it taken out? Bowden Barrett has recovered that ball, and here comes a counter-attack from the All Blacks again. Kicks it downfield into space, looking for the 50-22. Will they get the bounce? It's going to be taken by Callaway inside the 22 now. Kick downfield and into touch it goes. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the Wallabies. Just nothing going their way. The intercept by Callaway ran down quickly by the All Blacks. Question is, was he taken out without the ball there? Already committed to the tackle was Richie Mohanga there. So nothing wrong with that one at all. Right, so line out. The All Blacks have got this now. Sam Whitelock with the driving ball. The All Blacks now. Good driving ball set up now. 30 seconds left in this first half here. Aaron Smith gets it out the back to Geordie Barrett. Now Richie Mohanga on a loop around little rubber or chip kick over the top, but beautifully collected by Callaway inside the 22 to make the mark. And with 10 seconds to go, no time wasting. Be careful. Right, so just waiting. There goes the time. So that should be half time now. Or are they going to keep it in play? Yes, they've kept it in play. But the touch judge says otherwise. So it will be half time here at Eden Park. And it's the All Blacks leading by 17 points to 0 at halftime. So incredible effort from them. But the Wallabies really bad luck at times during this first half. But you have to capitalize sometimes, and they haven't done that. And all credit to the All Blacks for turning pressure into points. So halftime here at Eden Park, 17 points to 0. And the Wallabies will have to fight really hard to come back. The All Blacks 1 try away from a bonus point victory here. David Dredden says, love watching the Wallabies getting a hiding, and what a first half. Great commentary. Time flew quick, says Ann Neville. And then Barry says, I have a feeling Australia want to lose because they don't want us to win a rugby championship. And then Peter Simmons says, great commentary, Guru. Sorry, Box, let's see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Peter, as well. Also, Francois Smith said, maybe the reason why Australia isn't kicking for post is because they want to deny the bonus. As long as they score tries, they can prevent a bonus point with staying in 2 tries. Well, you need to get your points when it's on offer, and having 0 at halftime must be mentally breaking this Wallaby side down. So rather take that free and regroup and try to get back into this game. But that is it. So at halftime, I'm going to take a quick break. All Blacks leading by 17 points to 0. Be right back. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half of this game, and what a disappointing game for the Wallabies so far. They've come close, scoring almost twice in this first half, but discipline has let them down, and the All Blacks have played some great counter-attack rugby and leading by 17 points deservingly here at halftime. Possession is 50-50, while the territory is going the way of the Wallabies by 60-40 at the moment. The Wallabies have spent almost 5 minutes inside the 22 of the All Blacks without scoring any tries. And that really tells you the tale of the story here. Not taking the 3 points on offer and paying the price for that as well. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, Gerard Mitchell says, go All Blacks here. And Byron Knight says, you can't expect to win if you give away too many penalties, which was the case in this first half. So, great performance from the All Blacks so far. Bowden Barrett has been solid at fullback. Will Jordan has had a couple of beautiful breaks. Rico Ioane has had a couple of good breaks. Geordie Barrett just doing really well at the inside centre berth, taking the ball up, straightening the line beautifully for him, going for that kicks when needed to. He can slot into the fly-off berth as well, looping around with Richie Mohanga. Caleb Clark has had a couple of runs. Richie Mohanga and Aaron Smith really playing well for the All Blacks at the moment. Adi Sabia, Dalton Papali having a good one. Akira Ioane a little bit quiet tonight as well. Whitelock and Brody Retallick doing a great job at lock combination with Lomax, Taylor and Ethan de Groot really dominating the scrum time for the All Blacks. So apart from that, Andrew Callaway has been good for the Wallabies. Had an intercept, it could have gone all the way. 50-50 calls. That's going the way of the All Blacks at the moment. Tom Wright has been quiet. Lenny Kitoa haven't had much of the game. Foketi was replaced early by Pataya. Marika Korapeti had an opportunity to score but couldn't touch. Vernon Fowley not having the greatest of games, but haven't done too much wrong as well. And then Jake Gordon trying valiantly. Harry Wilson has been brilliant. Pete Samu and Rob Valentini doing nothing wrong. Kadera Neville and Jed Holloway, not much seen from them throughout. Jed Holloway had a yellow card, played a couple of good runs so far. Alan Otoa has been strong. David Porecki also getting a yellow card in that first half. And then James Slipper, lucky not to get a yellow card as well. So it's all happening at the moment here at Eden Park. But for all money, the All Blacks have already scored 2 tries to none. Need another try for a bonus point, and then trying to wrap up as much points as possible in point difference to make it almost mission impossible for the Springboks later on against Argentina. Sharkbrain says, I feel sorry for the Australian fans. Really, this is very bad. And Mike Bucks says, hi, career All Blacks win with bonus point. Do they take the cup? No, they don't. But if they do get the bonus point, then whatever points difference they win by today, added to the 13 point difference that they've already got on the Boks, it's going to be really massive for the Boks to win later today. Currently, if the All Blacks do get a bonus point and the deficit stays the way it is now, the Boks will have to win by 30 points plus and get the bonus point against the Argentinians later on. So it's going to be a really tough ask. Let's hope the Wallabies can come back into this game and at least prevent the All Blacks from getting the bonus point, because then the point difference won't matter too much if we do get the bonus point. Gareth says All Blacks will win. Which Tiger, Guru, how are you doing? I'm doing great, thanks. And then Francois Smith says last week Australia 13, All Blacks 31, and then they came back. So let's hope for something similar today from the Wallabies. Suliasi says go All Blacks, and then Mike says come on Aussies. So all to play for still in the second half. The Wallabies can still come back. Like I said, 2 or 3 try opportunities kind of begging for him in that first half, not taking the points on offer when they could have get the points. But yeah, nothing on grabs for the Wallabies if they win this game. So we're expecting the Wallabies to try and run in tries as much as possible as well. And Neville says, yep, Aussie could come back into this game. So a lot can still happen. I mean, for the Wallabies to come back into this game, they will have to hit the second half running and prevent the All Blacks from getting any tries whatsoever in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. But you know the All Blacks, they're a very great side, and already leading by 17 points to 0. They're going to feel confident to have a run at the Wallabies in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. So, yeah. And Leah says, go Australia, you can do it. And Gerard Mitchell says, All Blacks, stay good. So we are back now for the second half. The players will be running onto the field any second now. And, this All Black side in the change room footage now shows a very committed All Black side at the moment. And, I'm feeling a little bit worried as a Springbok supporter at the moment as to what this final score could be and what the All Blacks can do to the Wallabies here in the second half. Let's hope it's not going to be the case. Those of you who saw the Rugby Challenge video I did earlier, the All Blacks ran away with a 49 points to 0 victory. So 17-0 at the moment. Will we see the All Blacks go all the way up to 49? Let's hope it's not the case. David Drennan says, Wallabies, wannabes. And Shark Brand says, coulda, woulda, shoulda from the Wallaby camp. Absolutely. They've had plenty of opportunities in this first half. Peters gained 177 to 171 of the All Blacks. 52 carries. Tackles pretty much the same, 61 and 65. But the difference is the Wallabies have missed 17 compared to the 5 of the All Blacks. Kicking meters, the All Blacks have kicked 490 meters to 304 from the Wallabies. We've also seen a penalty try in this game. And then also Will Jordan scoring one for the All Blacks as well. Sharkman says Australia's lost all respect in world rugby, going to an all-time low of 9th place in the world rankings as well. So both teams now back onto the field, and we should get ready for this second half now. Should be interesting. Again, 5 minutes inside the All Blacks 22 without getting any points. Rucks and Mauls 43 apiece. Line breaks, All Blacks 5, Australia 1. Angus Bell has come onto the field, so looks like the only change to the team that left at half time. So we'll just see how that goes. But for now, it is 17 points to 0, and we are about to get the second half underway. And good luck to both sides then as we get the second half underway. And here we go. Australia's got the ball just outside their own 22. And looking to secure this ball is now Jake Gordon with a kick over the top. Chase coming from Harry Wilson, then taken by Burden Barrett on halfway line. Good ruck here from the All Blacks as Kira Ioane gets it out. Richie Mohanga to Geordie Barrett, who decides to put it on the boot. And gets the bounce of the ball as well over the 22. So it should be a 50-22 there and should be an All Blacks line-out. Well, just when you think things can't get worse, they get a 50-22 early on in the second half. Sharkman says this was supposed to be a redemption day for Australia. Instead, it's becoming early Christmas for New Zealand. And now Jed Holloway has also stayed down here for the Wallabies. So many injuries for this Wallabies side. We've had a minute in the second half, and the All Blacks now with an opportunity here inside the 22 of the Wallabies. So Geordie Barrett has had a massive game, 9 carries, 3 offloads and 1 line breaks, as well as 6 tackles in that centre berth today. And he's played a really good game up until now. Right, so time is back on then. It's 17 points to 0 for the All Blacks at the moment. it is going to be a Wallaby lineup. So it was deemed to just be short of the 22 then. Taken by Jed Holloway, not thrown in straight. And it is going to be a scrum lineup to the All Blacks then. Guess justice prevails there for the All Blacks, as I thought it should have been a lineup to the All Blacks anyway. Francois Smith says, SA supporters forced to support Australia, and the SA supporters are starting to turn. So a minute and a half gone in this second half, and the All Blacks now have scrum down right on the 22 of the Wallabies, about 10 meters, well, say give or take 10 meters, 15 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Opportunity now for the All Blacks. Aaron Smith to feed the scrum now for the All Blacks. Right on the 22-meter line of the Wallabies. Massive scrum again, but this time stable from the Wallabies. Now it's Geordie Barrett straightening the line beautifully up over the 22-meter line. Quick ball now for them, and here comes Will Jordan. Cuts on the inside, 5 meters out. Held up beautifully by Corabetti. Pick up and go now, Brodie Retallick. 5 meters out from the Wallaby try line. Pick up and go, Cody Taylor now. 4 meters out from the Wallaby try line is the All Blacks now. Asari Sevilla with the pick up and go. Still about 4 meters out is the All Blacks now moving to the middle of the field here. Looking to get the final blow in this game. Cody Taylor, pick up and go from him again. Just a meter short of the try line now. Right under the sticks, a pick up and go from Retallick. He's over the try line, but held up by the Wallabies. So we will have a goal line dropout here. Or will we go upstairs? Time is off, says the referee. They're going to go upstairs. So we're going to have to see whether a try has been scored or not by Brodie Retallick now. Sharkbrand says, I blame Ninaber if New Zealand win the Rugby Champions. Box were supposed to pump New Zealand in both games in SA. Right, so TMO decision for Ben Whitehouse now to determine whether a try has been scored or not. Brodie Retallick up over the try line. And that looks like, oh, well, not quite sure there. Well, that might be a try. It's definitely not held up. The only question mark now is whether he lost that ball forward. Oh, there's the placement of the ball. Beautifully done by Brodie Retallick. So, give or take, I think this is a try. Well, we'll see. We'll check the grounding. So, in the meantime, it does look like a try from my side. Just question marks whether that ball might have been knocked on. No, it's gone backwards. Still in his hand. And then still holding it. And scores the try. Well, easiest of placements ever in World Rugby. Great skill from Brodie Retallick, I would say. Oh, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what the TMO decides. I think it should be a try. Still holding that beautifully. Can't even see the ball as Brodie Retallick, but he keeps hold of it with one hand and places it down in the best of fashions, I think. But they are still looking at it. So just waiting on the decision from the TMO then. 17-0 it is, 3 minutes into the second half. And the All Blacks look to have scored another try. Decision time for Ben Whitehouse. Taking his time with this decision because it's a big one, in fact. Because this could be the bonus point try for the All Blacks here. I don't have any audio, so I can't hear what they're saying. But let's have a look at what they decide. Can't make out what he's saying to Alatoa there. But let's see. Will he award the try or not? Yeah, try has been awarded, and the All Blacks now have the bonus point here. 22-0 with a conversion to come. It's Whitelock, in fact, who scored that try. So 24 points to 0 it is here for the All Blacks. And things are looking really, really bleak for us. So 24 points to 0 here after just 3 minutes of the play here in the second half. And just what the All Blacks have ordered here. Bonus points secured and a 24-point margin along with the 13 points already. Almost takes it up to 40 points that South Africa will have to win by later today. Caleb Clark setting it up inside the 22 now. Aaron Smith out to Brody Retallick. Inside the 22, the All Blacks now in the middle of the field. Gets it out to Richie Mohanga, who puts it on the boot. And going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. Peter Simmons says disagree. Yeah. So 24 points to 0 it is. 4 minutes into the second half. Borecki with the throw-in goes to Holloway at the back now. Jake Gordon. Here they come through Ikitoa, held up in the tackle. Again, hitting a brick wall here on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks in the middle of the field. Here they come Fowley on the loop around. Nearly got manhandled there. Puts a little grabber kick right into the hands of Cody Taylor now. And here goes Caleb Clark with a beautiful run. He's up to the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Quick ball needed. Smith now. Richie Mohanga steps back inside. Can't get past the defense, but gets the offload to Will Jordan. Will Jordan up over the 10-meter line between the 10 and the 22 now. Ethan de Groot sets it up. Good tackle by Valentini right in the middle of the field between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Now Aaron Smith again. Gets it out to Caleb Clark again. Making the hard yards. Close to the 22 now. Aaron Smith back on the inside to Rico Ioane. Just short of the 22 now. It's the All Blacks. They need a scrum off though. Dalton Papali has slotted in there. Not Tyrell Lomax. Richie Mo'unga. Flat pass to Geordie Barrett. Right on the 22 in the middle of the field. Pick up and go from Akira Ioane. Now it's Smith again. Richie Mo'unga comes out. Burden Barrett out to Artie Sevilla. Cuts back inside. Just up over the 22 now. Sam Whitelock loops around with Geordie Barrett out to Tyrell Lomax. 5 meters inside the 22. Penalty advantage coming for the All Blacks now. A little chip kick over the top. Really no judge kick there. And coming back for the penalty. Ranthian says great thanks. And then Nadia Brown says All Blacks all the way. So this is getting bad now. 6 minutes into the second half. 24 points to 0. The All Blacks lead with another penalty right in the middle of the field inside the Wallabies 22. Will they go for the kick at goal this time round? Yes, they will. So Richie Mo'unga just to kick this three-pointer right in front for them. Venant says, so we need to win 100-0 against Argentina. It's going that way. It's going in that direction at the moment. Yeah, as it goes, the Boks will have to win by 38 points now, make it 41. So 27 points to 0 it is. So 50 points will be required. 51 from the Springboks with a bonus point win. And we still got 33 minutes to go in the second half. All Blacks making sure today as Nick White comes onto the field and also Nick Frost for Holloway. Will we see a fight back from them? As well as Fraser McWright on the field as well. The restart taken by Sam Whitelock just outside the 22 of the All Blacks now. About 10 meters from the left-hand touchline. Taken up by Dalton Papali'i. So, yeah, you're right. 41. Sorry, Francois. Right, Aaron Smith now, the box kick over the top then, and the chase now coming from Caleb Clark. Oh, it's knocked on by the Wallabies, and it's Geordie Barrett who's got it, but loses it in the process. But first knock on from the Wallabies. Scrum down to the All Blacks. 5 meters inside their own half. Nadia Brown says, love the haka today too, and the All Blacks are amazing. So 27 points to 0 with 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. And it looks like a total blowout here from the All Blacks. 42 points will be required by the Boks to win it. Yeah, well, 41. So 27 points to 0 it is. 9 minutes gone in the second half. And things are getting really, really bad now. Aaron Smith defeat this one in for the All Blacks then. Scrum goes down, and we will have a reset scrum then. Just trying to slow the game down a little bit as the Wallabies now. They need to get, if they can get another try, it will prevent the All Blacks the bonus point. So still plenty of time for the All Blacks to score more tries as well. Don't get me wrong. But we need to see some magic from the Wallabies. Just a try. They can lose by as much points. Just keep that one try down. Aaron Smith will feed this one again for the All Blacks now from the scrum. About 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline. 5 meters inside the All Blacks half. Aaron Smith now to feed this one in again. Good scrum this time from the All Blacks. Now at the back it comes now. Geordie Barrett straightens things up for them and up over the halfway line. Taking a couple of defenders with him. Now Richie Mohanga gets the pass out to Caleb Clark. They're just running with the big men at the moment up to the 10-meter line. Now Smith again out to Retallick. Gets the pass out to Will Jordan. Will Jordan almost up to the 22-meter line now. But cuts back inside and lost a bit of ground. The ball spills loose and into the hands of the Wallabies now. It's Nick White on the counter here. Gets the long cutout pass to Andrew Galloway. Back inside with a hula hoop pass. And the All Blacks have now secured the ball, it seems. On the 10-meter line of the Wallabies. Penalty to the All Blacks. Holding on by Nick White. And can this get any worse? Nick White, not really knowing what to do with the ball, decided to go with a long pass and really put the pressure on Callaway. And Callaway didn't take it well, put in a little basketball pass and put more pressure on the Wallabies. Now, 10 meters out from the Wallaby try line, it is going to be a line-up to the All Blacks. Nadia Brown sums it up. You just cost us the championship. I remember that. Last week's game against the All Blacks. 3 yellow cards sums it up. The line-out throw taken by Sam Whitelock, but it's not thrown in straight, and it will be a scrum down or a line-out to the Wallabies. 27 points to 0 it is here after 17-0 at halftime. 11 minutes gone in the second half. And the All Blacks have got the bonus point as well at the moment. So the Wallabies now opting to go for the scrum here. Just trying to put some pressure on at scrum time. I would have said they're under pressure already. So scrum down to the Wallabies then. And the chance now to get out of their own 22. Massive scrum needed from the Wallabies here as the All Blacks have dominated scrum time most of this game already. And the penalty to the All Blacks then, just as I said, they should have rather have gone with the line out there. Penalty to the All Blacks and another opportunity to set up another line out here. Tracy says, based on the last game, every minute counts. Still anybody's game unless, of course, they're really throwing the game. Kick to the corner again from Richie Mo'unga, setting up the line out 5 meters up from the try line. 27 points to 0. As it stands currently, the Boks will have to win Argentina by 41 points later and get the bonus point. It could obviously get a lot worse. Sam Whitelock has taken that line out in here. And here comes the drive from the All Blacks. It's looking good for them. Cody Taylor controlling that ball at the back, and he's going to dive over for another try. And the All Blacks now up to 32 points to 0. Incredible stuff from the All Blacks. Yeah, it's a total blowout here at Eden Park. 32 points to 0 after just 13 minutes into the second half. Conversion to come. Boks will now have to score 46 points. And we're not even into the first quarter of the second half. Well, trouble in paradise. This is going to be massive. Can the Boks actually win by 50 points plus today? We'll have to wait and see. Nadia Brown asks, who do you think is the best player in the All Blacks today? Look, this All Black side has been brilliant today. But one thing sure, Richie Mo'unga, Geordie Barrett, the likes of Will Jordan has been exceptional. Go to the forward, Sam Whitelock, Brody Retallick, along with the likes of Vardy Sevilla has been brilliant. So the conversion to come now, 32 points to 0 it is at the moment. Let's see what they can do with this one. Can Richie Mo'unga add another 2 points? Gerard says the All Blacks will win. As Richie Mo'unga lines this kick up. And he struck it to the right of the post. So scoreboard will remain 32 points to 0. All Blacks now with a 4-try advantage. So even if the Wallabies do score now, they still have the bonus points secured. For now. Casey Jones says disgraceful Wallabies. 32 points to 0. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Here comes the All Blacks again now. Geordie Barrett have secured that ball for the All Blacks inside their own half, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. But the Wallabies have turned this over now. Nick White to Corabetti to Angus Bell now. Angus Bell, good drive, leg drive from him. Pick up and go from Valentini, making its way up to the 22 penalty advantage. Now here they come again. Ikitoa hammered in a tackle, and we're going to come back for the penalty to the Wallabies. Massive tackle on Ikitoa there. Yeah, I'm with you, Alfie. If something doesn't drastically change, this is going to be the Wallabies' biggest hiding by the All Blacks in a very long time. So 16 minutes gone in this second half. The Wallabies now have a penalty about 5 meters outside of the 22, about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. Bernard Fowley to kick this one to the corner. Is there any life left in this Wallaby side? Massive tackle from Ethan de Groot on Ikitoa there. Wow, he felt that one for sure. What a player this guy is becoming, Ethan de Groot. Right, so the Wallabies with a chance now inside the 22 of the All Blacks, about 10 meters out from the try line. Finley Christie on the field for the All Blacks as well now, as well as Samisoni Takiai, one of the finds of the season for the All Blacks, as well as Ofa Tuangafasi. Throw in taken by Kadera Neville. Now they set up this driving maul. Here's the Wallabies, but not gaining any ground with it though. Still controlled at the back here. Now starting to make headway, but it's Brody Retallick who's done brilliantly to sack that ball, and it's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks. Well, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse? Lalala also on the field for Ethan de Groot now. All Blacks going to have to scrum here about 10 meters out from their own try line. Benjamin says you can lead the Wallabies to the try line, but you can't make them score. Absolutely. It is what it is. 32 points to 0, 18 and a half minutes gone. Well, I think there's a stoppage in time, so let's just rewind that clock a little bit. Not that it will make any difference to what's happening on the pitch at the moment. So 32 points to 0, 17 or 18 minutes gone. Finley Christie now to feed this ball to the scrum for the All Blacks. About 10 meters out from their own try line, 10 meters out from the right-hand touch line. Finley Christie with the feed, and out the back it's going to come now. It's Geordie Barrett again, straightening that line beautifully, almost up to the 22 now. Christie back to Mohanga, and that kick has been charged down. Here's a chance for the Wallabies now as Pete Samu gets the pass out beautifully, and it's going to be a try to the Wallabies. Bilal Faringa, who's on the pitch for the Wallabies, gets the try. So now the All Blacks still got that free try advantage over them. It all's going to come down to this. And the charge down from the Wallabies. Control Koropetti got the pass out. Pete Samu got the ball going. And then the pass to Bilal Faringa on the inside. Got the leg drive and got the try. Wow. Is this over just yet? As far as the contest for this game, surely. But can the Wallabies somehow make things come alive in this competition again? So 20 minutes to play in this game. 32 points to 5. There's still a free try advantage for the All Blacks. Right, so it's going to be Bernard Fowley to get this conversion for them. Every point will count. John M says a little too late. One more try, Wallabies, says the group. So everybody's backing the Wallabies just to deny the All Blacks the bonus point. This kick from Bernard Fowley has gone straight through the middle. So 32 points to 7 here with 20 minutes to play in this game. Can the Wallabies get another one and deny the All Blacks more tries? It's going to be an interesting 20 minutes to come now. 32 points to 7. 20 minutes to play. Koropetti takes the restart. Sets it up just up over the 22-meter line. Nick White gets it out. Alatoa now. Callaway gets it up to Wallabies now running this off. Patea has knocked that ball on 5 meters outside of his own 22 in what looked like a promising move for the Wallabies. Scrum time, All Blacks. Well, that looks suspiciously, that looked very suspicious. Let's have another look here. Just couldn't control the ball. Let's stop this nonsense of match fixing. Scrum down to the All Blacks then, just outside the 22 of the Wallabies. About 10 meters from the left-hand touchline here for the All Blacks. Finley Christie will feed this one in. But what a game Geordie Barrett has had. Definitely my man of the match going into this last 20 minutes. Penalty to the All Blacks again, and definitely not what the Wallabies would want. This one is going to be kicked to the corner again, and they're going to probably score from it once more. Let's wait and see. Kick to the corner, and that one is going to find touch 5 meters out. 32 points to 7 with 18 minutes to go in the second half. All Blacks currently got the bonus points secured. Samisoni Takiao to throw this one in for them. Taken beautifully by Akira Ioane now, or is it Tupavai? No, it's Akira Ioane who's still on the field. The All Blacks have set up the driving maul. This time it goes to ground. And a good counter from the Wallabies. Have they got this ball now? Doesn't look like the All Blacks are going to get this ball back. And it should be a scrum down to the Wallabies. Yeah, it is. So great work there from the Wallabies, denying the All Blacks the ball to get out. And it will be a scrum down to the Wallabies, 5 meters out. Not that it's going to help their case too much because they've been really poor at scrum time today. 18 minutes to play in this second half. 32 points to 7. Can the Wallabies get another try to deny the All Blacks the bonus point? Who knows? Anything can happen. Francois Smith says, I'm going to stop looking. Maybe then Australia will start winning. So 65 points been scored in the fourth quarter for Australia, it seems, in their games this season. Divide that by 5. Well, they go, oh, great. Knock on from the Wallabies, 2 meters up from their own try line, and they concede a penalty for holding on. Well, this is getting ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 32 points to 7. Penalty to the All Blacks. And the Wallabies, for whatever stupid reason, decided to run that ball from their own try line and knocked it on, then held on to it and gave away a penalty. 5 meters up from the Wallabies try line. It is another line out to the All Blacks now. Tom Wright knocking that ball on and then holding it on. Right, here we go. Samisoni Takiao with the throw and finds Brody Retallick now. The driving maul set up by the All Blacks. It is looking solid for the All Blacks at the moment. And they are making headway. This could be another try. Coming up for Samisoni Takiao. Try time. And the All Blacks are back to a 4-try advantage here. 37-7 with the conversion to come. 15 minutes to play. Box will have to win by 43 points as it stands at the moment and get the bonus point. Well, it is going to be very interesting. Conversion still to come for the All Blacks now, 37-7. And we've got about 15 minutes to go. Tracy Lambert says, come on, All Blacks. You got this. Get the conversion. Well, credit to the All Blacks. They've been really clinical. And, yeah, the Wallabies have been terrible. So 37-7 with the conversion to come. From the corner, about 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. $14 minutes to go. Richie Mohanga with the conversion, and he struck it. It's the upright and off. So 37-7, it still remains 30 points today and 13 leading already. So that is 43 points. Last thing we would need now is the All Blacks to score another 2 or 3 tries here and really blow this Wallaby side off the park. Well, it has been what it is. Tupavai also on the field for the All Blacks now. Game, set, match. Soriboka says, Mike. A little grubber kickoff from the Wallabies taken by Whiteclock. I don't really know what the goal of that was from them. All Blacks now in control of this ball. Roundabout on their own 10-meter line here. Finley Christie controlling that ball at the back. Goes with the box kick over the top. And high up. Chase coming from them. Callaway managing to slap that ball back. But Akira Ioane has taken it, puts the kick in behind, and here comes another onslaught from the All Blacks. But Korabeti is back to dot it down, and we will have another goal line dropout here for the Wallabies. All Blacks are just brilliant, and the Wallabies have gone to sleep. 37 points to 7, and yeah, it's looking pretty bad. The All Blacks with a four try advantage in this game. They've got the bonus point still secured and wrapping up that point difference at the moment. Amazing stuff from the All Blacks here at Eden Park. Just blowing this Wallaby side to pieces. Marissa says, I don't know Wallabies. Yeah, poor old Wallabies. Callaway did well to knock that ball backwards in the charge up, but then nobody was there to pick it up. Akira Ioane got it, kicked it forward, and almost put all the pressure back on the Wallabies. As Sever Reese now also come onto the field. Just have to stop this clock again. And it looks like Will Jordan is leaving the field here. So just 13 minutes to go. Oh, in fact, let's see what the referee decides here. It's going to be actually a scrum down to the All Blacks. Well, I'm not quite sure that's the right decision there, but didn't see the replay in full. Maybe deemed carried back over by Karabetti. So it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks. 5 meters out from the Wallaby try line. And another try will definitely secure the bonus point for the All Blacks and rack up that point difference. 10 handling errors by the Wallabies to the 2 of the All Blacks today. 37 points to 7 with 12 minutes to play in this game. Why, Foley? Why? Yeah, coming back to last week. Peter Rose says, go All Blacks, punish them. So 5 meters out, 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. That scrum goes up, and we will have a reset scrum. 12 minutes to play in this game. It's been a total blowout today, 37 points to 7. And just no way back for the Wallaby side whatsoever. Jordie Barrett, absolutely brilliant at 12 today for this All Black side, and surely must be man of the match as well. Big, strong, and very good with his little grubber kicks and chip kicks in behind. Christie controlling at the back now. It needs to come out, and under pressure from Nick White. A little bit of an error there from Finley Christie, and it's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies. Great stuff there from the Wallabies on the counter defense there, getting the penalty. The kick downfield from the Wallabies. Is this going to find touch? Yes, it will. So all the way up to between the 10 and the halfway line inside Wallabies territory. The Wallabies will have this line out. 2 quick tries from the Wallabies, and it's all back on. Oscar Satutu now replacing Akira Ioane, and Roger Tuivasa Shek is warming up on the sideline. What if the Springboks win 80-5? Then they win the championship. Here they come. Bernard Fowley knocks on over the halfway line. It's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks. Right on halfway. Wow. Foley is fouled again. So more changes coming up as Roger Tuivasa Shek comes on for Rico for Bernard Barrett, it seems. So with 10 minutes to play in this game, it's one of those things. The All Blacks were just brilliant today, making it worth the watch tonight. Box will have to rack up 43 points against Argentina and get the bonus point to win it. Will it be possible? Yes, it is. Can we do it? That's another question altogether. Right, here we go. Finley Christie off the back here of the scrum. It's Hoskins Satutu instead who takes it now. Richie Mohanga with a kick downfield, looking for a 50-22, but Reece Archer's made the mark here for the Wallabies. Alfie says the Boks will have to do what the Bulls did to the Reds that time when won the 92 points to 3. Oh, anything is possible. The kick downfield from the Wallabies, quickly thrown in by the All Blacks. Now, Geordie Barrett from his own 22 puts it on the boot, and a massive kick all the way back to the 22. Reece Hodge now gets it out to Bernard Fowley. Fowley on the run, gets it back to Reece Hodge. Tackled by Sever Reece, going nowhere. There's the Wallabies, and a great counter ruck here from the All Blacks. But the Wallabies have secured it though, just outside their own 22. Now Fraser McWright gets it out to Vasily Hangersbell with a run here, not gaining any ground. Penalty to the Wallabies. Not rolling away is the call against the All Blacks there. And with 8 minutes to play, can the Wallabies score 2 quick tries? George Sione says, nice work, Guru. Thanks, George. Reece Hodge now with the kick downfield. Let's see where he's going to find touch. This time round, not going to find touch. And into the hands of Richie Mohanga now. He's going to run it up to the 10-meter line. Gets it out to Geordie Barrett. Gets the offload to Takiao up over the halfway line. Another penalty to the Wallabies, holding on there by the All Blacks. So just slow things down a little bit. Kick this into the corner and try and get that tries. 37 points to 7 it is at the moment. Bernard Fowley with this kick downfield. Where's he going to find touch? Yeah, that's a brilliant kick. About 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line now. And a chance now for the Wallabies to draw back a try. Ooh. Well, there was a clash of heads there previously, but they're not going to go upstairs for it anyway, which I feel is right. Right, here we come now. Pete Samu off the back. Great little run from him now. 5 meters out from the try line. Pick up and go, Fraser McWright. Wallabies on the try line here. Can I get a try? Pete Samu again. It's Vasily. Can't get over the try line though. Knocked backwards. Angus Bell now. Running sideways backwards. 10 meters out now again is the Wallabies. Rob Valentini gets the pass out. Now, what can the Wallabies do? Tseki Toa straightening it up for them, but the All Blacks have stolen that ball through Sevu Reece. And the All Blacks have got possession now. Looks like they're going to run this from their own try line. Hoskinson Tutu over the top to Caleb Clark now. Up to the 22-meter line he goes. Brought down just about 5 meters over the 22. Still coming as the All Blacks now to provide. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line now, Finley Christie comes back. Geordie Barrett. Long cut-up pass now. And here they come again. Ari Sevilla up to the halfway line. Still going steps back inside. Gets the pass out to Dalton Papali. Now between the 10 and the 22 of the Wallabies. Christie again. Ofa Tuanga Fassi. Bringing that ball down. Ruck formed by the All Blacks. Which way do they go? Finley Christie gets it out to Ari Sevilla. Just short of the 22 now. It's the All Blacks. Here they come again. It's Geordie Barrett with a straightening line here. But it's been turned over by the Wallabies now. Fraser McWright. He's got possession now. Quickly up over that ball with Sevu Reece. But the Wallabies have secured this ball 10 meters up from their own try line. Nick White. Back it comes to Patea, who's going to kick it downfield and find touch roundabout between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Great counter-attack from the All Blacks yet again. Well, it is what it is. We don't need the Wallabies to win the championship. We'll do it on our own, says Popello. 5 minutes to go in this game. Time is off on the clock at the moment, so we'll just stop it right there. 5 minutes to go in this game. Moonster Matt Channel says, good commentary, my man. Thanks, Moonster. 5 minutes to go in this game. 37 points to 7. And Bernard Fowley now leaving the field. The Wallabies ridden with injury. Line out to the All Blacks between the 22 and the 10-meter line at the moment. And to the back they go. So time's back on. All Blacks got possession here, right in the middle of the field. Christie waiting for it. Now it's Ofa Tuangafasi with the leg drive. Gets it out now to Oscar Tutu. Christie again comes back. Whitelock. He's had a massive game himself as well. Just shy of the 22 now. Finley Christie gets the pass. Oh, there's a hand in that by Pete Samu. And this could be another penalty to the All Blacks. Yes, it is. So, will they go for the 3 points or set up another try scoring opportunity here? They've got nothing to lose as this All Black side now with the score already on 37-7. So, they're going to go for the 3 points here. Right in front, just outside the 22. The All Blacks have opted to go for the 3 points to make it 40 points to 7. And with 4 minutes to play in this game, the All Blacks just racking up some more points. Lawrence says, how was that head on head? Not a yellow. Yeah, it should have been a yellow, to be quite honest, Lawrence. But for some reason, they just didn't bother to go upstairs to have a look at it. But I don't think it would have made a difference to what's happening here at the moment anyway. 37-7 with an easy kick to come. Should be 40 points. Let's just add it already. Let's try and jinx them. So 40 points to 7 it should be after this kick from Richie Mo'unga. And with 3.5 minutes to go, that is exactly what it is. 40 points to 7. The Boks now will have to go out there and win this game by 53 points. No, sorry. -7. So 30. How much is it now? So take that off. 33 is 46 points required from the Boks. So 50-pointer definitely required from the Boks here. Another penalty from the kickoff against the Wallabies there. And the kick downfield is going to find touch right on the 22-meter line. So 40 points to 7 and another chance for the All Blacks to add some more points. This is getting ridiculous, really, with 2 minutes to go. Tracy Lavitz, let's just add it already. Yeah, I think we can add another 7 already. Right, here we go. Oh, no, we can't. It's a knock-on from Takiao. And it's going to be a strum down to the Wallabies, 5 meters outside of their own 22. So 2 minutes to go in this game. The Wallabies can definitely not score 2 tries from 2 minutes. The only side that can do that probably is the All Blacks. Right, scrum down to the Wallabies then. 5 meters outside of their own 22. And it pretty much is all over. The Boks will have to go out firing today. No box kicking. Hopefully, surely not. Well, it would have considered as a World Cup final. They would have probably just hit it up, box kick over the top, chip and chase. Now they're going to have to run it from everywhere on the field, surely. Reece Hodge now into a bit of space here for the Wallabies up to the 10-meter line. Nick White gets it out to Andrew Callaway, out to Tom Wright. He's just short of the halfway line here. Here they come through. Reece Hodge again gets the little offload. And all the way up to the halfway line now, Nick White. Nick White's hula hoop pass again out to Tom Wright again. Gets caught on the halfway line once more. Nowhere to go. Just going backwards is the Wallabies at the moment. A minute to go in this game. So here we go now. So taken up by Fasilili. Just up over the halfway line. Nick White again now to Falau Fainga. Gets the little offload to Pete Samu, but not going anywhere. Penalty to the Wallabies. Right on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. 46 points is the difference, so a 50-pointer will definitely make the difference. The kick downfield from Nick White is going to find touch 5 meters outside of the All Blacks try line. So the best they can do for us now is to get another try and reduce the deficit by 7 points. That is all that they can do for us at the moment. Jonathan says, so hard to predict how all these games will go. So Falau Fainga now with the throw into this line out. Can they reduce the deficit by 7 points at least? All Blacks will try and have a different say here. That ball has gone down from the Wallabies, but Fraser McBride has got it. Now Nick White waiting for it. Gets it up. Here comes Angus Bell with his head down. 3 meters out from the try line. Now it's taken up by Fasili. Can't get anywhere. Driven back in a tackle. Nick White still waiting for it. Now Angus Bell again. Just setting it up 5 meters out from the try line. Nick White once more. Gets it up Holloway. Now they cut out pass to Corabetti. It's not the greatest of passes. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Now they come Holloway again. Now it's Kadero Neville, sorry. Nick White out to Angus Bell once more. Isolated though. Do you get it back now, Fraser McBride? Still 5 meters out from the try line. They do, or they will get the final say. It's Jordan Patea who gets the try. And way too little, too late. Should be an easy conversion as well. So let's just add that already as well. So 40 points to 14. It's a 26 points difference. Added on to that 13 will give us a 39. We'll have to score 40 points in order to win the Rugby Championship and get the bonus point. Well done to the All Blacks and absolutely blowout in this game against the Wallabies today. Full time here, 40 points to 14. And the Boks will have to win it by 40 points today. Get the bonus point and beat the Pumas by 40 points today. It is doable. Very, very doable. And a massive game from the All Blacks. 40 points to 14. And Neville says, not quite the game I was expecting. Massive performance from the All Blacks. Good luck, South Africa. Thank you, Mr. Guru. And we're going to leave it at that, guys. I will be back later to do either one of the Stormers Connacht or the Bulls Edinburgh game, depending on what the poll decide. But I will be back at around 2:30 South African time, leading up to the Boks game at 5 o'clock. So thank you again for all the support. Congratulations to the All Blacks, winning by 40 points to 14. The Boks will have to win by 39 points and get the bonus point to win the competition. Until then, guys, cheers for now.